Hello folks, my name is Paul Lado. I'd like to show you my beautiful black 2018 Ford Transit Dually EcoBoost motor. I love this van. I bought it as a passenger van, which I stripped everything out of it. It did come with all the glass and running boards, the trailer hitch. We saved a lot of cost and work. It also has the rear AC and the rear heat function, since it was originally a Florida van, which is very helpful on a hot day. This thing will cool down twice as quick as not having those rear AC units. In building this van, I wanted to accomplish several things. Most important thing is I'm 6'4", so I wanted the bed to be large enough for my height, and the bed is 80 inches by 29 inches. My wife wanted a dry bath, and a dry bath is where the shower doesn't get the sink and toilet wet. It's separate, and that was very important for her. She also wanted a regular toilet, not a composting toilet, so we're able to achieve that. We have a 5-gallon black water tank. She also wanted 50 gallons of water, or a large amount of water, so we're able to fit 50 gallons of water with 2 different tanks on each side. Another important feature was the quiet air conditioning, and to be able to run it all night long in case we didn't have we weren't at a campground that had hookups. The way we did it was I put a mini split in this. It also makes it more stealth, and we try to get the stealth as much as possible by hiding the electrical hookups, the water fills, and the AC. So it's basically pretty much like on the outside like when I bought it, so we can not be noticed when we're camping out in the streets if necessary. Another thing I wanted to accomplish that was really important after having the first RV is there was a lot of work to get it ready for night mode, from the day mode, for dining mode. And after driving or hiking, last thing I want to do is go to work, get my van set up for the evening. So this van's great in the fact that it has all power shades, and it has a screen that separates the front part of the cab to the rear, with a screen that goes all the way to the floor that doubles as a projection screen for a projector, and that's really a cool feature. So when we get ready for the evening, I just simply put down the projector screen, and I hit all the screens and all the shades come down, and my wife does have to slide her bed out and the cushion drops right in. We're ready for the night mode. For dining, we keep the table above the kitchen. Instead of my previous van, we had to put it together in 3 different pieces, get it from behind the seat, put it back, and I found a way where we can just leave it over the kitchen table, simply swing it when we need it, and swing it back when we don't need it. So this van is very easy to go from one mode to another, which we really like. As you can see, it's really hard to tell it's an RV. It has all the hookups away, but it's all hidden. We can start right here. We have the electrical hookup, which I really need to use because this van comes with 550 amp hours of battery power. That's a lot of juice. We have never used the hookup. Yeah, we used it. I've had this van for 6 months, camping a lot, every weekend, just about. You do see the exhaust on top of the roof. That's the venting for the toilet. This van has a flushable toilet, and in the same location, even tucked a little higher, is the discharge of the gray and black water tanks. what's unique about this van, it has an air conditioner unit, but it has a mini split, the same ones you use in the house. And the reason I went with this, they're super quiet, they're super efficient. They also heat down to 5 degrees, all in one unit. I use them in most of the houses I build. I can run with the 550 amp hours, I can run either heat or AC easily all night long. Piece off the batteries. I have never run out yet. I haven't tested how long they'll last. I will someday. But they go at least 8 hours. And I have plenty of storage for everything I need. And this is all waterproof. So in order to use the mini split, you got to keep this door open. And you're allowed to close this door. And like I said, the weather won't bother it. Whole back is waterproof. You have this L-track to attach whatever you can fit back there. Over to the this side of the van, we have the condensation line from the mini split. We have the city water hookup underneath here. And we fill up a fresh water tank here. I have two 23-gallon water tanks, one on this side of the van and one on the opposite side. And I also have 5 gallons of fresh water stored underneath here with this little faucet, and this is from the big tank. Isotherm 130 refrigerator with a small freezer. Nice drawer. A microwave with stainless steel ceiling just to dress it up. And it also gives me access. I can remove this, and we can remove all these panels to get at whatever we need to work on in the van, whether it's wiring, plumbing, etc. This is a distressed type of paneling I had, and these are Kia cabinets. This is a maxi fan unit. Here's my mini split. There's some storage cabinets on each side, and this is controlled just like a house unit. It's the same as a house unit. You just set it to temperature and no problems. It's super quiet. Nice feature here, we don't have to go around closing the shades with magnetic type of curtains many van users use. We have the curtains hidden above the window trim, and they automatically come all down, and then you can close the projector screen. Also acts as a curtain separating the front of the cab for privacy to the back of the cab, and I'll show you how that works later. What's different about this van also, I went through great trouble because the van body allows me to go up and then up again. And this makes the bed a little bit wider, and that makes a big difference to me. That 3 inches on each side makes the van feel bigger, It was a little bit complicated to do this step here. And actually it's very complicated to get the auto shades to work, but I figured it out and it works fine. This is great. You can put your wine glasses, your snacks here, but when you go to sleep, you have that extra space. This van, like the white one, has expandable bed, same deal. And we have cushions that pull the bed out. This, we were able to fit everything very tight and still get 550 amp hours of battery, a 200 amp inverter, and everything you need, and still give you a lot of drawers. We have drawer here, drawer here. We have 6 drawers here on this side, underneath this bed. And these are IKEA drawers too. I like them. They're durable. They're made out of metal, so the humidity don't get to it. And by the way, this floor is also a marine product. I use a lot of marine products. The refrigerator, the hot water heater, marine flooring. I'm using marine vinyl on the ceiling. These are all marine vinyl because they can withstand the moisture and the shaking of a boat. They definitely can take the shaking of a van. This bed has a luxury feature, so when I'm watching TV on a projector screen, I can adjust it to a nice comfortable angle, and when I want to go to bed, I just reverse it. I love this bed. Then we have reading lights on each side. We have an iPad holder and a way to charge it right above me. And what I did on this van, as opposed to the white one, I didn't like the lights that the controls have, because at night they bother me when they're all lit up. And this way you can look at them. This is for my tank monitor, this is for my battery amperage, and this is for the turn the inverter on and off. As you can see, even the back panels here, they're carpeted, but they're removable if I have to get access to the back. It's very important. Now going to the bathroom, this bathroom is a luxury bath with a Nautilus shower door. I have the shower tower, which will give you the various functions with the spray, the waterfall, the rain shower, and then you still have the handheld with the on-off switch right here, which we use most of the time. The rest of the functions, we tend to be at a campground with a hookup where we can use everything. A little spot for the soaps. This is a cool product. It's waterproof vinyl and is designed to be inside showers, but it's basically a stick-on type of product. Flexible, so it can take the flexing of the van. That's a regular tile floor you see in homes. Small tiles, so if there's any problems with flexing in the van, the smaller tiles won't crack. Here we have a nice little sink. We've managed to fit a medicine cabinet. We have LED lights. Yes, we have a hanger, so it keeps the clothes from being wrinkled, and if you have wet clothes. And it simply goes like that. Very easy. On this side, we have these little cubby holes to put product in. You also have a little cubby hole behind the window. And then this also has this independent window auto shade, independent of the other part of the van. This toilet is a regular toilet, Dometic, that you just flush it. This is the rear AC. The van came with a rear AC and a front AC. So it cools down the van. If you've been at the beach all day or hiking, you come to a hot van, it'll cool the van in twice the time because it has a front AC in the front cab and a rear AC. It also has a front heater and a rear heater in this particular van. And we have a little drawer here for goodies. You know, brushes, combs, toothpaste. So it's handy. You can't get enough storage in a van. I'm going to show you how to set it up for nighttime. My wife's bed expands out. The cushion goes down. It fills in the back. As I mentioned before, we get this extra 3 inches for both of us, and still leaves us enough room for me to go to the bathroom at night, or her. And we're maximizing space. This bed on this side is 8 inches long, which is a standard size bed. This side is 70 inches long. Each bed is approximately 28, 29 inches wide. And when we go to bed, we simply hit a button, lower all those curtains, and say we want to watch a little bit of TV. I have my bed in a lounge position. I bring down the projector screen. I also check the other screens. We also have a screen for the sliding door. The electric roller shade motor needs replacing, but there is a shade that closes that off, and the TV comes even better. We have the slide out bed and access to things underneath. And for this, there's our lithium batteries. As you see, they're 4 138 amp hour valence batteries. There's a 2000 watt Xantrex inverter. And I'll show you the fuse boxes. The fuse box is here. These are magnetic, where you have the AC fuses and the DC fuses. This is just ventilation for the inverter. And this is the various circuit breakers, the inverter, and the bus bars to connect everything. I'd like to show you how this table works. We modified the Lagoon table slightly. We moved the handle to this portion instead of the back, so we can clear this area here and it can spin around. I like to show you how it works. You just swing it around. And this has to be in this position. You lower it. And it's at the dining table. This thing here secures the table when you're traveling to this bar so it doesn't fly around. But this, when my wife is cooking, it gives her extra prep area. We have an induction cooktop, which we store underneath here. She can place it up there. By the way, this is a spice rack, a wine rack, everyday rack. And there's an extra food prep area. And we both can have dinner to safely get in and out of the van, we also have a motion light. You can turn it on manually or through motion. I also have a 300-watt inverter to charge the electric bikes we have, so when we don't have to run the larger inverter. Okay, that concludes the van tour. Thanks for watching.